is live in the country, live in the city. This is what I said.
Living in the country.
Live in the suburbs.
Tell them why you say that.
Because you say you want to live in the country, but you really don't want to live in the country. You want to live on the outskirts where you're close enough to get to stuff.
So she can get
Yes, exactly. Or go to public when she get ready. I told her you want to live in the country, go to Hattie Chapel. You want to live in the country because that's it.
Not going to happen.
Isn't that the country?
You don't see anything.
Welcome to Wa-Keepin It Real with Wa-Kenya and T. We're glad to have y'all here. We have our husbands here, Albert. Well, let me let you introduce yourself.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Albert T's husband of almost 38 years. Very blessed to be T's husband, our children, Jasmine and Kendaro, and our grandchildren, Kamaria and Kyle. It's just great to be here.
Well, tell them a little bit about you, what you do for a living.
I am a 40-year veteran of Buffalo Rock Pepsi here in Columbus, Georgia. I've had many titles I started out as a extra man to a driver and then to a manager, and I've done a little bit of everything, but truly blessed that the company has blessed T and I to be financially, it's just been a financial blessing to work with this company as long as I've worked, and I'm still in good or better health. So thankful to God for that. I like to watch sports, not as much as I used to, because it caused some problems at the house. But overall, I just, whatever my family wants to do, I'm right there, because there's nothing like great family time. I just appreciate T and the children and our supporting cast.
All right. Well, welcome. We are so glad to have you.
It's good to be here.
And sitting over here next to me is my wonderful husband. And you just take it, go with it.
All right. Run with it. Sure. My name is Isaac Leonard, also a.k.a. Ike, also a.k.a. Big Dog. It depends on who I'm talking to. Yeah, myself and Joaquin been married over 20 years. We have 2 kids, 2 grandkids, and I work on Fort Moore. I do contracting. I did a little contracting in Kuwait, Germany, other places. So just enjoy what I do. Enjoy, family time when we take trips. We take trips with our friends, T and Albert, and other friends, and we take trips with our family. I just enjoy life, So it's a blessing to still be here in good health, So I appreciate it.
Welcome to the show, honey. We're glad to have y'all here. We need y'all to loosen up like y'all are every day. So the whole idea of us having our spouses here on the show today is kind of give them a feel of what it's like to be on set and, have the camera, but not necessarily be so focused on the camera, because we're just dialogue and conversation, because they will have their own little thing, not podcast, but they will have their own episode or 2, maybe.
Maybe.
And we want them to feel, this is for them too. It's not just Wa-Kenya and T, but they are an extension of who we are. So we want to involve them and keep them included. All right. So you're welcome. So there's like, we like asking each other questions.
Right.
So one of the things we wanted to ask is, and I know we hear this a lot. I was thinking about this morning, how, people say, if money was no option, what is something that you would do, venture out and do? But then again, when you think about it, if God is giving you a vision for something, the funds don't always have to be there. It doesn't always have to be completely funded, because walking by faith and trusting Him, He'll make sure you have what you need. But the question is, I'm gonna put it out there. If money was no object, what is something that you would just go full-fledged out and do and find a joy doing it?
I could think of a few things.
Okay.
Like I probably would, when it was an option, I would do the food truck thing. More or less, it wouldn't be to make a profit.
Mm-hmm.
It would be to, give to the community, go downtown and, feed the homeless or wherever I could go and just, give back. So I would like also, and I consider myself a person that served anyway. I have a passion for that, So when I see somebody, and all the time it's not like, you see somebody on the side of the street, you give them some money, but some people are not genuine about what they're doing. Great example, I was down at urology over there on top. This man came into the truck and said, "Hey, I'm from out of town, I just moved from Salt Lake, and my vehicle broke down. I got over at Kelly Tires, and I'm short some money to get a part, that I need to complete the work that they're doing." I told him, I don't have any cash because I don't carry any cash because of the type part-time work that I do, so I don't carry cash. So I told him, well, we can ride over to Kelly Tires and I'll pay for it.
Right.
Oh, no. I'll just see, can I get somebody else? So, in a situation like that, you already know it's not legit, So somebody just trying to hustle or get something out of you. So, but that's my passion, is to help people, because I just genuinely hate to see people struggle. I know I can't help everyone. I can't save everyone, but that's my passion. And I would like to do some traveling. Like the church go do missionary work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do some of that.
Okay.
So I guess I could do it now, but with my time, something always happening. Like I just recently had the issue with the blood clots, so that took a lot of my time away from me. So it's always something. So I would venture to do something like that.
Okay. Awesome. You can have my support, honey. She'll give you the little money she has too. And like you, I didn't know that about the mission trip, but we can work on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's so sweet. I'll be right here when y'all get back.
What about you?
Well, listening to Isaac, I was sitting here thinking, and almost verbatim what he said. Of course, if money wasn't an object, I would love for T and I just to travel the world. Along with that, of course, I would love to go to Africa, because I hear so much about the things that take place over there.
Mm-hmm.
Also from the missionary standpoint, not just Africa, because there's so much work to be done around here as well.
Yes.
And I truly believe that God called me to be a servant, and especially at my church, on my job, my household, just to help somebody along the way. With money, or even if the money wasn't there, just my time, to help out, because God has truly blessed us over and beyond.
Yes.
He has done some wonderful things in our life, and I truly believe that He wants us to give back, whether it's our time or our monies or whatever, to help somebody. But when you're helping someone, you want to make sure that they're trying to help themselves as well. But I would love to take T just around the world. I mean, there are places, we weren't military, so we didn't get the opportunity to travel abroad. But I would say one of the best trips that I can say that we had was when we journeyed to Maui, Hawaii.
That's beautiful.
Awesome
It is.
And there are other places that I would like to see, but overall, I just want to. When my day comes to retire, I want to continue to help wherever I'm needed.
Yes.
Yeah.
We going. travel where we going. One of the things that I'm going with this. One of the things that we talked about, it's been a while back, but we've talked about it several times, which goes along with you helping the homeless, is we talked about building pod shelters, places for the
That's
people,
good.
you
That's
know.
good.
We saw where they do the little, it's like a storage shed.
It's like a tiny house.
Like a tiny house.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, how much money could it really be? I mean, if you can help one, two,
Right.
and you keep going, you
Yes.
know, because you kind of feel, even for those who probably have the money, but
Yes.
sometimes it's a mental thing. They have mental problems.
Right.
Sometimes they're just imbalanced or whatever.
Yes.
So you have to. I hear a lot of people say, "Well, they don't want to be helped." You know,
Right.
I'm sure
you.
there's some that
Yeah.
have the mental, you know, incapacity that.
Right. I mean, are we the city or those places? Not just this city, other places that
He keeping it real. That's true.
Yeah.
the other cities, do they have facilities just set up? They talk about, mentally they're not there. Are we equipped to, have places for those people to visit, so
Exactly.
they can get the mental help that they need?
Exactly. So,
I don't know if we are equipped, but I do see, I think over in Opelika, Auburn, they're building this massive facility
So for that,
mental health, right?
okay,
And I think there's so much more that can be done.
right,
You know,
I
there's
look at-
opportunities.
yeah.
Yeah.
I look at the empty buildings. you
Oh yeah,
know.
we got plenty of
And
those.
so maybe it does cost a lot to heat or whatever, but it's better than being out in the
In the
without
elements.
being sheltered.
Yes.
And I look at, I mean, we all know everybody's opening churches everywhere. They might
Yeah.
not be called to open the church, but they'll
Right.
open it so it folds real quick.
Mhm.
So those are buildings, that can
Yeah.
be utilized for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So.
And I think manpower, just like a lot of the restaurants here, they're open for business, but sometimes there's a wait and you're looking around like, where are the people?
Exactly.
But it's not manned, It's just like, for instance, the VA clinic. We got a nice VA clinic, but we're understaffed,
Right.
Very.
very understaffed. So a lot of the things are outsourced, which should, that's the purpose of putting that nice facility here. So people won't have to travel to Tuskegee or
Exactly.
Montgomery, but, staffing is still a problem.
Yeah.
So,
What about
Okay.
you? What? If your funds were unlimited.
If I had unlimited funds, oh my gosh, let's see. It's so much that I want to do, but if I had unlimited funds, like along with what Isaac was saying, I like to see other people go back to our first episode. I like to see other people win.
Mhm.
So helping other people in whatever way I can help them, and it may not necessarily be financially, because like you said, with time sitting and talking with someone, that may just be what they need.
Yeah.
So being able to meet that need in whatever way. But if there was money put in my hand and I could do something, I think it would be to feed, because I had an idea one time to just get up on Saturday morning, just cook a big pot of grits, get some meat, get some eggs, and just go down to the 13th Street, 13th Street, that bridge right there by the Indigo Hotel?
Right.
Right there on that bridge, because they're there all the time. Yes. And because I've gone down there and taken like leftover bags of biscuits that we've had at work, leftover biscuits, and I'm like, I'm not throwing them away. So I go down there and they're so grateful to get them. So it's like, how do we do that? Because I truly support what he wants to do. It's just, I think we just have not just done it.
Yeah, and just to expound on what you're saying, the part where T said we need to go a step further. You get fed, but you ain't got nowhere to sleep. So those tiny houses would be a great,
Yeah.
benefit to them.
Yeah.
Great benefit. Like everybody don't want to go to shelters,
Exactly.
because might be some mental issue. They don't want to go to shelter, and and I can't speak for being in a shelter. It might not be. They don't feel safe
That's right.
in a shelter.
Or somebody might want that cornbread.
Yeah. You eat your cornbread, yeah. Don't give me no concrete.
But there are opportunities out.
Yeah,
There are so
There
many.
Right.
And there's this, I haven't seen him up there in a while now, but there used to be this guy. You've seen him in one day with me in the car. You know, I told you it's a guy right there at that hotel right there on one Spring. He would be laying there with his blanket. It could be raining, cold. It doesn't matter. He's there. But you know that there's something. I could recognize that there's something that was mental going on with him, because he would be sitting there like he reading and he ain't reading nothing. So it's like you see these people and you want to do something, but you just don't know what you can do.
Have we ever thought sometime when you see these people that they could be at peace?
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
That's something
And
about
I
it, because
I mean,
when
because here we could be judging, might not be judging,
Mhm.
but they could be.
at peace.
Mm-hmm.
Good example, because when I was in Hawaii, I knew this guy. He was a former broker in New York, but he had more peace living on the street. I can't say whatever he had, but he had a laptop.
Right.
You know, and he had money.
Right.
He actually had money, but like you said, he probably more at peace. He chose that. He's more at peace because he ain't got to deal with that day to day. You know, that rat race. He probably, like, his mind is probably just so relaxed, because sometimes, you know, when you dealing on certain jobs and dealing with certain people, that can be a lot stressful on you, especially when you
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I never thought about that, but thank you for throwing that out there and that perspective.
Yeah.
Because they could be. Yeah. What about you? Did you say you were?
I did.
she did.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. Well,
Okay, that's something we can
Yeah, we all
Yeah, we
agree
can
on. So we
agree on,
probably
talk
something
about
we
it,
can
do
do.
a little
Talk about
something.
it.
Start.
make a
Yeah.
difference.
Press the start.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to lighten things up a little bit. And so T and I, me and T, you know, people say it right. Me and T and I. So yesterday we sat and we did would you rather questions, right? So what I'm going to do is ask you the same questions, but you're going to answer the way that you thought we answered.
Okay.
So that'll tell us how well you know us or
Right.
think you know us.
We're going to be spot on.
All right. After almost how many years?
38.
Okay.
We need a parade. Somebody give us a parade.
That's right.
All right. So the first question is: sleep in late, get up early.
But who are they answering for? Us?
They're answering for
Okay.
us.
Okay, so when you say sleep in,
Would I rather sleep in
so
late
what's
or get
late?
up early?
Like something ridiculous?
Yeah.
Okay, sleep in early.
What? Sleep in.
Sleep in late or
Get up.
get up early.
Get
Would
up
she?
Okay.
Okay.
Sleep in late.
That ain't what I said.
We got the point. We got the point. Okay. You ain't got to talk about it.
Okay.
You just gave it.
One for the Smiths. Yay! All right, next one is live in the country, live in the city.
This is what I said.
Living in the country.
Ooh, two.
Live in the suburbs.
Tell them why you say that.
Because you say you want to live in the country, but you really don't want to live in the country. You want to live on the outskirts where you're close enough to get the stuff.
So she can hear
Yeah,
like sirens and
Exactly. Or, go to
Five
Publix when she
floors.
get ready. I told her, you want to live in the country, go to Hattiesburg. You want to live in the country.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's good.
Not gonna happen.
Isn't that the country?
you don't see anything within 15 miles.
Not gonna happen,
See what I'm
okay?
saying? So she want to live in the, am I correct about the suburbs?
Closest grocery store.
But you only have those two choices.
Okay, well, city.
Smith's got two. They got zero. Boop, boop, boop.
Come on, dude.
It's almost like she had me read a book one time, but the answer they had wouldn't be an answer that I choose, so I can't answer that question.
I can.
So you only got two answers. So sorry.
It's okay. It's
Okay.
okay.
Okay, 2 for the Smiths, Leonard 0. Cook dinner, do the dishes.
Either or.
You can pick one.
See,
No,
you
no,
know,
I'm saying
You can only pick
Would she
one.
rather cook dinner or
she
wash the
would rather
dishes?
cook dinner.
Okay, 3 for the Smith. All right, Isaac, what you say?
Wash dishes.
Yes, 1 for the Leonard.
I gave you props too yesterday because I said, you know why?
I said,
'Cause
why?
you got a man that can cook.
She said, "Cause you got a what you said, live-in chef."
Something I said.
I was like, "Yeah, you right. All right, Mexican takeout or Chinese takeout?
Chinese.
How many is that for y'all? It's kind of a hard one for you.
Yeah, Chinese.
Okay. Yeah, we got 2.
What's the other one?
Do the dishes.
Cool.
Do the
Okay.
dishes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the next one is watch a horror film or watch a chick flick.
A chick flick.
Chick-fil-A.
Yes, that's 3.
Why?
Because she ain't watching the
That's
ball.
not-
She's not even.
I don't do horror.
I said even when I'm mad with you, I still got to touch your feet if I'm watch something scared.
She did say that.
She mess around there, hear the walls crack. What's going on? What's going on? And then say,
You
well,
hear that?
you sleep so hard, you don't hear nothing.
Oh, sound for me.
Yes. I'm like, you gonna get up and see what that is? I'm the only one to hear that. What?
Yep. That was sleep time before. It's for sleeping.
All right, own a dog, own a cat.
Dog.
She did say dog.
Dog.
She said neither, but
But
she
if
would
I had
Well-
to pick one, no, I said if I had to
Dog,
pick
But
one.
I said
But you
that
know I
too.
don't.
If we had to pick one,
Mm-hmm.
but if it was like, where you just say you want a dog or a cat, it would be neither.
Right, right.
All right, chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
How many we got?
Y'all
so
all
far?
right.
Y'all still ahead of us though. Travel the world, travel locally. Explore the world or explore locally.
That's a hard one.
It should be an easy one to travel the world because we explore locally all the
Not
time.
me. Me. The
Okay.
question was
Wait,
about me.
Well, just
Question about her.
in his defense, he Buffalo Rock Pepsi. He done been all over.
But the question was what I would want to do.
Explore the world.
She would want to explore the world. You want to
I
explore
got one.
yours?
So we got that wrong. And the only reason I said I did agree, I agree with you, but you know, lately I've been passing out on airplanes and everything. So I'm like, for right
Okay.
now, I don't want to
I got
go on a little scrimmage.
So that means, going back to the question where if money wasn't an object, where blessings just fall our way, and I say, come on, T, let's go somewhere.
It would be just like Hawaii. You remember? You passed
Yeah.
up all those trips. And then when you said, well, this one's for Hawaii, I got to give it away. I said,
But
wait. Pray about this
When a
thing.
blessing come our way, and then you're gonna say, well, let's explore locally versus worldly.
What you mean
Well,
locally?
I would
like what?
have
Yeah,
Driving within driving distance?
wasn't driving.
So
I mean,
when
it
you
can
ask that
happen.
question, yeah, that's what.
But would you go? Would you want me to get on the plane and I'm still passing out? And
No, but what can we drive somewhere?
yeah, but that's still kind of local. That's not
Oh, so
international.
Unless
you
y'all
mean
drive
interstate.
across.
You
Yeah,
mean,
we can go
you
to-
mean interstate.
Yeah.
Like within
Okay.
country.
Okay.
No, okay.
In
Okay.
country.
Got you. That
Okay.
is could be okay.
In country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
Local.
Yes, I did say local.
Yeah.
Because I brought up the local museum, the new museum that I would love for us to go and
Sure.
see. Because you remember the
That's kind of look Isaac had.
you know your brother, right?
Yeah, you're right. Sure.
Not like the museum in Montgomery or Birmingham.
No,
No, I'm just saying the
there
local
too.
museum.
But yeah,
That's
the
a
local.
nice one.
They
now.
have redone that
Yeah.
museum and it is gorgeous.
I think they had a grand opening like what, last
Yeah,
Saturday?
yeah, it's gorgeous. So I want to go back because do you remember the last time we went to the museum?
Yeah.
Tina and Tiffany were.
So maybe that's where T answer came in because we ain't never been.
Yeah, I never been in the museum.
We never been. No.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
that's
that's-
nice.
I think that's.
So maybe that's what you got to answer from.
I think we should plan a trip to the museum.
All right, sounds good. Sure.
But I would be finished in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Like, I'll meet y'all at the car. Y'all just
No,
take
we
y'all
really
time.
gotta get in. We gotta go there and really take in all that they have to offer. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, you know, it probably, you know, we go as a couple. It probably.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause then y'all will be talking.
No. He said as a couple. You know?
Yeah, I
understand,
know.
but when we do things as a couple,
we all
sometimes
interact with each
we
other.
interact with each other,
Right.
and then me and
Oh,
Kathy-
so y'all, you said couple. You mean
Yeah,
couples?
Yeah.
Yeah. As a
Oh,
group.
okay. No, he's talking about.
Oh,
No,
couple
oh,
that
I'm
want-
sorry.
No, he's
no.
talking about all of us.
No, that's. I was just wondering what he said.
Okay. All right, next question. Shop grocery stores, shop farmers market. What did she say?
Grocery stores.
Farmers market.
Yay!
Okay, so the farmers market part, we hadn't had one in some time. That's why I said shop grocery stores.
But we still got it wrong. But that's what I said too. I said
Yes.
we don't have those true
No, we
farmer
don't.
markers like.
So, but they
had
put
on
something
the
else there
drive
now,
around.
right?
Where?
Where the farmers market used to be.
Where
It's a
Marvin's Market?
vaping
On,
thing,
on the
isn't it?
10th. No, on 10th Avenue.
Oh, on
10th
10th.
Avenue,
Oh.
they just demolishing it.
But
There's
I,
nothing down there.
no, but they talking about putting something.
Yeah, they are talking.
Yeah, put something else down there, but not a farmers market.
So you know when you say, because I remember back in the day, and I don't think you and I ever experienced actually going. I think we went down there one time when there was a true farmers market where you just park and
Yeah,
you walk
the whole
Where about?
on 10th.
down on 10th Avenue.
Mm-hmm. Right soon when you come out, if you coming from Fort Benning, you know, as soon as you turn on 10th on the
Right
right
in
hand
front of
side.
the softball.
Oh,
complex.
out there where yeah, Victor
Yeah.
Drive area where
Tom's Foods
that was
and all
Uh-huh.
down there.
where that restaurant used
Yeah,
to
it
be.
used to be a big. You just
Right.
yeah. Well, we went there. I think we went once or twice, but Mama went all the time.
Right.
We was eating
And then we went to this one on Veterans Parkway,
Oh, that's what was the name?
Marvin's.
March.
That's
Right.
Yeah, that's
So with those few experiences versus Home Depot and Publix and Piggly Wiggly's, I just knew that's what you would have said.
Oh, okay. So you going by past
Yeah,
events.
so guess what? Along with the museums, we're going to do the farmers market. You know, and really and truly though, I see stuff on social media about some farmers markets that they have in Atlanta.
Oh,
A lot
really?
of people, you know, shop there.
I'm quite sure they got a pretty good size.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm sure they probably have multiple ones up there, you know, all over. Right.
All right. All right, next one is go on a cruise or rough it camping.
This is what T would say.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna say going on a cruise.
She did.
Jesus.
Right. Camping.
Come on, take your time with this one.
Yeah, I
Take your
already know
time.
you probably said the opposite, but you want to survive. Camping?
How you say I'm not gonna survive? I was a soldier.
You a cook.
Look,
So
she
it's
told
like
me that yesterday too. I said I was a Girl Scout. I was a soldier. I
So-
know what it's like to be out in the.
Yeah,
out-
but y'all right around the MKT.
I mean, who said we can't have food? They said roughing it camping. They didn't say it had to be like terribly rough.
So
Okay.
Joaquin, you okay with bugs?
I can do bugs.
No,
Snakes.
I'm just saying now. Nature.
Snakes.
Oh yeah,
Snakes.
I love
No,
the
I
outdoors.
just said.
Snakes.
I love it.
Say it one more time.
I ain't doing them. You know that.
But
But
you got
I-
that rough and you know your tent is on
She gonna
ground
take that
floor.
tent with her.
Wait. So roughing it can also be where I am prepared in such a way where
Okay, you need to leave that one
okay,
alone.
I'm just
The
letting you know.
suburbs.
Leave that one alone.
The suburbs.
Like, guys, let's go sit on the deck and let's camp out.
That's a great place to go camp out out
See
there.
what
Put
I'm
us a
saying?
tent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Albert, for that idea.
Yeah,
We can prop us a
Let's go
tent
sit
out
out by the
there.
pool and let's camp out.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
We need to try that. Would y'all join us?
Okay.
Okay, if we wanted to camp
When the
out
weather changed.
in the fall,
Right.
with our like fire pit.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
That's just a get together.
No, we're talking
No, she's
about
talking
actually.
actually camping out.
We got the patio down there, the screened-in patio. And then you got access to a bathroom.
You know what?
We can actually
You know
camp
what?
out.
I trust you,
I'm glad you do. I love
and
you.
I think Isaac trusts Albert,
Mhm.
we can let them camp out.
Yeah. We'll be upstairs in the house,
Okay.
looking out the window.
Okay. They trust us, but we ain't gonna be doing it.
No. Okay.
Okay.
So these last 3 questions, we all are going to answer them because these were not on our list yesterday.
Okay.
So the last 3 is drive or be a passenger.
Right.
What he wants to do?
No, we all were answering these.
Answer your
What? But I'm saying,
Don't
he
know
would
what
prefer-
you want to do.
oh, well,
Come on, I
you
can't
gonna get
hardly
a-
wait for this one.
No, I'm saying,
No,
did he
it's
answer
what you
for
want.
He
him?
answered
Never
for him.
himself.
Okay, I was want to make
Yeah.
sure. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm right.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'm right.
I'm a passenger.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We have it.
Read a book, watch a movie.
Watch a movie.
Watch a movie, but if the book is a little bit risque, I might read that book.
I'm going to say read a book.
Watch a movie.
Last one, get a gift, give a gift.
Give a gift.
Give a gift.
Give a gift.
Give me.
All right, y'all, give yourselves a hand.
Okay, we do have one that we kind of took off, but I'm gonna ask it anyway because this is going well.
Very well.
Name one thing, or if you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the same breath, you can say them, and then everything's gonna be well with us all. One thing that annoys you about your spouse. Well, not so fast. Ellen, you gotta think about it. Go ahead.
The one thing that annoys me about my wife is how it can just go from from cold to hot. You know, sometimes I feel like the old Scooby-Doo. I'm like, I need a Scooby snack. I'm like, what just happened? I mean, you know, not saying that things are fantastic,
Right.
but it can go from like smiles to, and then the phone will ring and right back to tea. Now I probably got, I'm answering the question.
Yeah,
the
I
thing
didn't
that
say
annoys me,
Right.
you know, but overall, you know, I'm going to say, you know, things are not perfect. I didn't marry T for her to be perfect.
Right.
I married her because I love her.
Mm-hmm.
They're always, until the day we die, they're always going to be
Always.
something.
Always.
Yeah.
And as far as us and as far as me, I don't really get annoyed. If I do, I promise you, it ain't about 2 or 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't go further than that.
Right. That's
Um,
good.
Look, you are my love bug, but she'll say, "Well, you're just not confrontational." Why? What do I need to be?
Mm-hmm.
That
Get
is
it off
something,
your chest, honey. Get it
that
off
is
your
something.
chest.
that is something that I've never been.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't say never. My mother used to talk to me about listening more
Mm-hmm.
instead of talking. I'm still working on that
Mm-hmm.
because I do have this take charge spirit. You know, I get reminded by my love bug about that. But going back to the question, there's not really much that annoys me, other than when she gets in these little attitudes. And like I said, I feel like old Scooby. And
What you have?
yeah, and then I need me old Scooby snack, and I'm all right.
Yeah. Well, I thought he was gonna say something like, you know, leave my shoes in the house, but
No,
I
that-
appreciate that. That's good. Nothing annoys me. You are perfect in
Mhm.
every single
Ain't one of them Scooby moments.
I guess I would say maybe probably TV. He watches a lot of TV. That's probably it. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
excessive
Okay.
to me,
Not
to him.
right.
So
Okay.
that's what.
Mine is Isaac playing the game on his phone. I know it probably is your it probably is your moment of getaway, kind of the way I see it. But sometimes that does, like, I'm like, oh my gosh, are we gonna sit together and have some time together? Because he play that game. And honestly, sometimes I feel like, oh, he touching the phone more, he touching me. All right, then, all right. But that's the one thing. That's it.
That was my one thing right there, what you just did.
What?
Because when you're doing something on your phone, you doing something, don't matter what I'm doing. I could be hanging off the back of the roof there, you know, butt naked. It wouldn't even matter. But when she ain't got nothing to do, why are you on your phone? So that's what's annoying to me.
You drink me some water.
Okay.
So, you know, that's what I'm like, wow, you know, because, like, you know, some nights I'm not on my phone. Like, most days I'm not on my phone. You know, like, when I come off the road, like, that night when you said something about being on my phone, I had been driving. You know, I had to pick them people up from, you know, take them out to the airport and pick them up, you know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a decompression for me.
I'm getting that. I'm trying to do better at understanding that.
But if she's doing something like she editing me out there, she ain't worried about me or trip.
That's true.
The whole time. But she ain't got nothing to do. What about me?
So would you consider me needy?
Huh? No, you're not needy.
Oh, okay.
Just a little. Anyway.
I say it loud. You can be real.
Yeah, just a little selfish in that way.
Right.
You know, but for the most part, you know, I try to, you know, do things with you, but, you know, I'm not going to sit on the sofa because of my hip. So, you know, like the other day when you said, I said, you want to watch this documentary with me? You said, yeah, come downstairs. It's not for me to sit downstairs.
And what did I say though?
You said,
you can bring a stool down here.
Exactly. I'm going to bring a whole stool down. Instead of you just coming back upstairs, so we got TVs in every room, and just come up here and just sit. So, you know, although I couldn't get the documentary to play.
And I tried to get it too.
Yeah, I know it wouldn't play. So, you know, sometimes we have our little, but, you know, you get to go, we straight. You know, we got a lot better. You know,
we have.
Yeah, because it used to be like pound for days.
Well, I used to be like what?
Pound for days. If I didn't, you know, go to bed.
No, that ain't no way. The host of Keeping It Real, they don't. No, sir, Isaac, you are mistaken.
I'm sorry. I recant that statement.
No, it's just you and I talking because, I mean, they ain't listening to that.
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, he keeping it real. I would pout. Yeah, I was very pouty. And be like, oh,
and I applaud you. I would stay in the man for 2 minutes. It'll take me a little, probably about 35, maybe an hour sometime for me to.
So, but after them 35, 40 minutes, brother.
Yeah.
What have you accomplished?
Yeah. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
Well, alrighty then.
I mean,
no.
And everybody deal with that differently.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
I mean, right. Old Sugarfoot over here, she can go some days.
I can, but I'm
But she
working
getting
on
better.
it. Okay, thank you.
Wait.
Okay,
But she getting better.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a good thing that we can observe that about our spouses, how their reactions in certain situations. But now, knowing we're working on that, because if we never talk about the fact that you get annoyed when I'm doing something, and I ask you, like, you've been in there all that time on the laptop. Now you want to.
So can I ask you a question?
But yeah.
So to what Isaac said, and then you saying that you heard him. Now, if we did say that, and this happens to T and I, T can say something about the phone, about me playing on the phone. If I was to turn around and say the same thing to her, it would be a tick for tack moment.
Absolutely, it is a tit for tat.
But if it applies to you as well as it applies
it's
to
still a tit for tat.
So what is the best way to say you need to get off your phone?
Just tell me that.
And you're gonna receive it just like that.
You can
No,
say-
no Scooby moments, no nothing right now.
No, but maybe I
I mean,
should
'cause
be.
we
What's
keeping
the,
it
what's
real.
maybe I should turn into Velma or something.
Jinky. No, I just looked at this as being an opportunity. Not that I want to say anything,
Right.
but a lot of times I want to say something, but I don't want it to be a tick-tack match. But I see your hand up there. But I feel this, I'm not gonna say it's an attack, but when you say these things, just like Joaquin said that about Isaac, she said the same thing to me about my phone.
I didn't say that, so you bringing that up.
But-
So I might be okay with it now.
But
you say these things at the house.
But I said I might be okay
But
with it.
but I ask the question is, why is it tick for tat if I was to say the same thing?
No. Okay, so tit for tat for me is if I say, hey, we're talking and say you're doing it. Say you're watching TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I come in from work and
No, okay, so
Just
let's
say-
say it like this. Let me we can measure it like this.
Mm-hmm.
If you sitting on that couch watching TV,
Mhm.
and I'm in that room watching TV,
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, yes, what you're saying is absolutely true. But what I'm saying, what a tit for tat moment is if nobody's saying anything to each other, or and then I come in and I say I want to talk to you,
okay.
and I say this bothers me. If I say, is there anything that I need to work on? That, and you say, no, you're perfect. You're wonderful. You're, okay. And then I say, well, it bothers me when you do X, Y, and Z. And then you say, well, you don't think it bothers me when you do. That's tit for tat. That's a tit for tat.
Yeah.
Now, conversation is just what you're saying now is if I bring up something and then you bring it and then I get a little warm, you get a little warm. That's different. But tit for tat is if I bring something up and you absolutely just said, I don't have anything, no negativity, no nothing. And then you all
So but it doesn't not. If I was to bring it up, it doesn't have to be negative. It could be just
It's still
how I feel.
Yeah, but it's still tit for tat.
Well, what I want
You
to
get what
the
I'm
reason I had
saying?
my hand up because
Okay. You got tears. Were you laughing hard? Okay.
But anyway, what I want to say, how Joaquin responded with, I was correct about she's on her, but no, that ain't her answer all the time. She'll say, well, she will respond back just like you said. She would have a reply. It's not like she'll say I'm correct. She said no. She'll ask me when. I'm like, I don't keep.
But then I also said, you might be right, yeah. But
after you say how many times when?
yeah.
About 7. I'm just saying, so her reply is not always, not coming back with a response, but she getting better.
We're working on our tick for tat.
We all trying to get
Yes.
better.
And that's the good thing about being able to conversate as couples, because every marriage, every couple deals with things, and how you deal with them
And
are
what's
different.
What's
But
good for Joaquin and Isaac might not work for me and Albert.
Absolutely.
It's not going to work. We're totally different
totally
people.
different.
So, and the same with us. What works for us is not going to work,
Right.
for you guys. So,
But you can always get something from.
Right.
oh yeah, you're always
Learn
learning, and that's a good thing about having these friendships. And we have an even larger friendship. Some haven't been, we've been married 38. There's a couple that's been married right along with us. You guys 20 or some less, But that's the beautiful thing about it is we can get something from somebody who's been married 7 years, and that's what we should be striving to do.
Right.
I should be able to look when you say things or I say things, look in the mirror, look at and try to adjust and get better. I'm sorry it's taken me 38 years to start with the tit for tat. But anyway, to get better, and that's the beautiful thing about just marriage and friendships, trying to be friends in the marriage. So, yeah. So, yeah.
We're growing.
Yeah. And we're forever, like you said, until the day we die.
That's right.
there will always be something. God will be
There's gonna be some
always,
issues.
he will be working on us individually and both as couples until he come back.
That's right.
Because he don't want us to remain the same. So,
And one of the things, it was on totally something different, but I talked to you a little bit about it Wednesday night when the pastor said, God does not like confusion.
mm-hmm.
And that should be one of the things that we should be as couples, as married couples, working through. So the confusion is, there becomes some kind of resolution in it,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
so we can go forward.
Right.
So also, along with the confusion, he talked about order. So if I had to go back to something I said earlier about, and he said this also about the Holy Spirit. I want to make sure I'm saying this right. When the Holy Spirit comes into you, you don't have to be doing all this jerking and stuff. It comes with a calmness.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect gentleman.
Right. So, but I said that to say this is that, and I feel like when we are going through something, both of us can't be, I won't say out of control, but somebody has to have calmness. And she has the calmness, but mine is just a little bit better.
I do not have a great calmness. I'm working on it.
But
I am
we're
working
talking
on
about
it.
where you are now. You get better until you get one of them Scooby moments. But now, really and truly though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, my uncle told me on our wedding night. He said, "Nephew, you got to give 150%, and if she gives 50%, and he joking,
Mm-hmm.
but the 150% was he wasn't joking about that, now,
Right.
But I just go back to that night, and the things, we miss our parents so much because
Yeah.
they wasn't the type of parents that got when something was going on in our marriage.
They didn't get involved.
They didn't get involved.
Right. Yeah.
But they could sense something was going on, but they didn't. And I missed them, not just so much for that, but I just
Right.
missed them in general. But they were role models. They verbally they had some knockdown dragouts.
Mhm.
And but they hung in there.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Stick with it. What Daddy said that time, he says,
After you want to get on a plane,
sometimes I just want to get on a plane and go to China.
A one-way ticket.
Yeah. stay for a little while.
And I think watching them and hearing them a lot of times, it really just keeps me grounded and motivated to just, keep going because they are funny. And some of the things that they,
Man, almost 50 years.
yeah, I'm 48. They've been married 49 years. So it's like,
Well, it just lets you know everything's not gonna be perfect.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
and I mean, and even
Yes,
after
yes,
all, and sometimes, my mama can be like, okay, mama, all right, mama. But my daddy is so like,
You do know it's Mother's Day.
roll off
Not
of his
not
back.
Father's Day.
I know, but I'm just saying, give her a little credit. Okay, I love my mama, but I'm just saying. But at the same time, for him to say that after almost 50 years, he's joking, but at the same time, he pushes through it. He's still there.
Yeah.
He's staying. And so we can do it. So I'm encouraged. This has been so great, y'all. Y'all have any questions for us? Anything?
No, I just want to say I think you are doing an amazing job
Yes.
with this podcast.
Yes.
And truly, I could say a form of me watching TV is not watching podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
T and Jasmine, they are professionals. But for me, everything is not positive on podcasts. It's me talking about what y'all doing, what y'all not doing, and all that. But you all, and I've watched every episode, and I've shared it. It's
Thank you.
putting out good information.
Mm-hmm.
And just proud of you all.
Thank
You're doing a
you.
great job.
Thank He loved them.
Yeah, but I watched them, but it wasn't, by design.
By choice.
I had to watch them.
But-
Can you watch that for me? They did
Yeah, I
good.
do. I asked him after I edited.
Right.
I always ask him to watch it
Right.
just to give me some feedback on maybe what I should have done differently or what, not necessarily on the podcast, but like editing wise.
Right.
So yeah, I value your opinion.
Okay, last question, and then we're gonna close it up. It's real simple. What is something that you want the world to know about your spouse? Something good, y'all. Some honey bun stuff.
She's well, I think if you done seen the podcast and the former podcast, you pretty much get who she is. She's a giving person. She always thinking of ways to give to people. And some of the times, she's like, oh, it's good in everybody. But and that's what she tried to find the good in things.
Simple minded.
Yeah. So simple.
One day I'm gonna share that story when it's safe to share that story of why I was called simple minded. One day.
You could have just let us laugh through that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Ask that question again.
No, you said about your spouse. I thought you were
Yeah, but she can say
Oh,
about you?
Okay.
Oh wow.
That's something good. Something
Yeah.
good.
Most people think when they see Isaac that he's unapproachable and that he is just this mean guy. But he's not. He's not. He's sitting up. He's a big teddy bear. He really is. Well, okay. Well, that's what. Okay, but he is. He's he can be gentle. He's not a mean guy. He's very good to talk. I mean, he's very. Who was that said that Sunday they looked back at you, Addie, at church? She looked back and she said he was just such a gentle look, and it was just so good to see him. She just looked back and saw him, and it was just good to see you. So yeah, he's a gentle person, gentle giant.
All right.
T is a woman of many gifts. Truly, she makes a difference in a lot of people's lives. Starting with myself.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned earlier about me where I leave my shoes.
No, I was saying, I thought you were going to say that about me where I leave my shoes. No, nothing about
Well,
your
no, we're going to skip that part because you got shoes everywhere. I mean, but like I said, she's a woman of many gifts. She's always looking for solutions, no matter who you are. She's not biased, whether it's gender, race, creed, or color. She's going to give her all whatever she does. And she instills that not only her husband, but her children and her grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
So she's my superwoman.
You all right with me, sugar? What I can say about Albert is the first thing is he's a man of God. And he wants and he does provide and protect his family. He was sugar. And I will say this. We say we take things for granted, and I do take for granted that he doesn't argue.
Mm.
That, because it could have been ugly years and years and years and years.
And Gina.
that he doesn't argue. That doesn't mean he doesn't say how he feels.
Right.
But he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do appreciate those things. And I appreciate that he takes the trash out and he opens my car door and he opens the door and he does all that and gets gas. I appreciate all of that. But he is first and foremost a man of God, a family man. So, well, this has been good and exciting and real, and we're not, when we shut it down, nobody's going to argue because it just the truth.
Yeah.
You said we got this out. All right.
That's what it's about. Yeah.
So,
And many more.
And many more.
so thank you
Yes.
for
coming in and being a part of this podcast. And we thank you for keeping it real with
Wa-Keepin and
T. And today with
Isaac.
And Smitty.
thank y'all. Have a good day.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell for notifications.